I would say don't try to be the face of opera, try to be the face of music. Whatever genres that you came in singing, continue to sing them, but put them in your back pocket so you can learn um, your foundation. Everybody needs a foundation. Singing is breath, support, placement. The only thing that changes is placement with other genres of music. When it comes to classical music today or operatic music today, yes, you sing authentically in that genre, but there are a lot of parties and a lot of other things that they want you to come and sing for as well. You have to be versatile. You have to be versatile. You need to have many things in your arsenal to pull out. So I would say keep everything, but use all with excellence. Opera from a sister's point of view is just a show that demystifies opera for audiences that normally wouldn't go. And at first I thought it was just black people, but then as I began to do the show, I found out white people don't like opera either. It's about being exposed, it's about diversity, and if we can find something that we can connect with within opera, that's going to be the best thing for us. And I found that you can find yourself. Everybody can find themselves in opera. You have African operas, that's Aida. I don't care how many people you paint. Egypt and Ethiopia are in Africa, the dark continent of Africa. You have Hispanic operas or Spanish operas like Carmen. You have Italian operas like Tosca. You have Asian operas like Butterfly and Turandot. So you can find yourself in opera if you want to. But I think a lot of the issues with audiences and diversity in audiences and the dwindling of audiences is that these opera houses, especially in America, are huge. If you look at the opera houses in Europe, they're tiny. It looks like everybody's going to the opera, but only 500 people are in there, or fewer than that. We have these huge, colossal buildings to put opera in. Opera was never meant to be enjoyed that way. It was meant to be a more intimate experience. So I think one of the things, especially your entrepreneurial program here at IU, can work on is taking the music grassroots to the streets, okay? Taking it to people, performing it in smaller, intimate spaces, more intimate spaces. And it can become more palatable to more people. And not dumbing down the substance of the opera, because opera from a sister's point of view doesn't dumb it down, but I do speak of opera in a way that makes it more palatable to more people. Speaking about it in today's vernacular, and breaking the stories down to where they're fun. And then I give them exquisite performances, I hope, of the different arias that they'll hear in these operas. So it can still work, but we have to just change the look of opera, the model that opera has been, because people think it's a stuffy, elitist art form, and it doesn't have to be. It really started out as a grassroots to the people kind of form, and then it went to the more elite. But it is something that is still valuable today and can be enjoyed today. It's important to know how to run your business, because when you get out of here, you are your commodity. You are your business. And you have to find different creative ways to express yourself and try to make some revenue. Let's just be for real. No one's coming to Indiana University, Jacobs School of Music, to get out and not make a dollar. Okay? And if it doesn't make dollars, let's just be honest, it doesn't make sense. So we have to find ways to get ourselves out there and to be heard. So I think creative programming is very important. There is a liturgical year. Students can look at the year and see where they can plug in a program. It can be something as cute as doing something for Valentine's Day. This is for the lovers, only for the lovers, Or you can do something for, another thing is February is Black History Month. You can do something for that. March is Women's History Month. You can make a program of torch songs, or a program of traumatic heroines that have gone through something, if you want to do something within opera. I mean, the beat goes on. You can do something with creative, themed-based concerts to keep you busy. To keep you busy and that could be something that you do. You can do it in a quarter kind of thing. You can do it seasonally. But I never thought that opera and opera companies would be my only source of income, because it's just not like that today. Everybody has to come with something else. You always have to have another set of ears. So it's always good to either have a teacher or a coach from time to time to check in with, you know, because sometimes we can fall into bad habits, especially if our career gets busy and you don't always hear yourself. You don't always hear that the diction isn't as crisp. You don't always hear that your support is lagging or whatever, because once you start doing this all the time and you're on the stage and you're traveling and you're learning new music, it's a grind and it's a job, and you're expected to bring excellence. And but you always have to find some kind of way to check in and keep yourself healthy. So yeah, just make sure you always have someone to check in with. But it is we are very spoiled when we're in school, but it's a whole new world when you get out. I think I learned that after I left Jacobs because you are busy learning how to sing, but you don't get busy in learning how to live this life, okay? Because that's something I think is would be a wonderful class for them to offer, is how to live as a musician, a steady, consistent musician that's on the road. Those are things that I learned after I left here. But I will say, learning how to read and learn a score in opera, I learned it here at Jacobs. And that has been, of course, a great use for me. Knowing that nothing is perfect. Knowing that nothing is perfect, but you don't know it's not perfect until you do it. So you've got to have the balls to get out there and just do it. Just try it, you know. And being at Jacobs, that's a wonderful cocoon, a wonderful place to try different things, you know. So I had the opportunity to sing within the school system quite a bit, all across the United States and abroad with Jacobs. Well, I will say that, okay, as far as my marriage is concerned, I met my husband in Paris at the Paris Opera when I was doing my debut as Amelia in Un Ballo in Maschera. And I met him in 2007 and we married in 2011. Now, we definitely have that back and forth relationship. I don't live in Paris and he doesn't live in America, but we visit, okay? Because my career has been so busy that it didn't make sense for us to cohabitate. We see each other about once a quarter. And so that's worked out really good. But I'm hoping to see him more in the near future because things slow down and change in the career. And so I think, you know, once the visas and all the green cards and stuff get straightened away, we'll be together more. But he has always been a great support to me. He knew who he married and he met me on the job. Having a job like this can be very stressful. There are things that I definitely gave up in life, like having my own children. I was definitely about the career. And so you do have to make a choice. And I just kind of waited too long. I didn't want to just marry just because I wanted to have children. I wanted to marry because I was in love. And so when I did get married, it was a little late for the kid part for me. But he has 3 adorable sons that are huge. They're 28, 19, and 12. So, you know, it's not a lot to do there. But I have found out the joys of being a mother. to them, the stepmother to those wonderful children. And being on the road, you do have to kind of make wherever you are your home. So if that is your own pillow, if that is a scented candle, I cook all of my food. I don't like eating out. So if that is getting them to put a refrigerator and a microwave in your room, and then maybe you bringing your steam pots or your electric skillet or whatever it is, whatever that's going to make you comfortable, that's what you have to find, so that you have your barometer, your center. And I keep in touch with my church. I can go to church online. I don't have to, be without my source, my higher power. And just remembering that I'm not alone in this. I try to enjoy the cities that I'm in. And then I get a chance, really, when I'm on the road is when I get to rest the most. Because I find that when I'm at home, that's when I'm busiest. I'm the busiest at home because I'm preparing for the next time I go on the road. So I'm always living out of a smaller and smaller case. But when I am at home, I've made sure that my home is comfortable. So when I come there, I can just relax and chill. But I don't get to do that much there. I chill more on the road. So what can I say? And I do a lot of crocheting, a lot of crafting. And I have come out with my own jewelry line. It's called It's a Diva Thing. So you can find that online as well, but through Facebook and Shopify. But I found things that just make me happy. And those are the things that I would be doing if I had downtime at home. I would be crafting. Keeping up with my family. I have a cute little doggie that I get to see every now and again. And, so life is good, but you do have to find your way in it. And it does take a minute to learn how to live on the road in this business. It does. But it can be done. You can't let anyone determine what success is going to look like for you, because everybody's success is going to be different. You can be inspired by me, but you can never be me. Singing at the Metropolitan Opera is a wonderful thing. I've done it several times and I have enjoyed it and would like to do it again. But because I sang at the Met, if I can sing everywhere in the world. You may not be the best singer for the Metropolitan, but maybe you're the best singer to sing regionally. Maybe you're the best singer to sing locally. Maybe you'll be the best singer to sing in your church. But it's all about your passion. If you have a passion for this business, if you really, really want to be in this business, it shouldn't care. You shouldn't care if you're singing at the Met. Of course, we all want to make money, okay? But it has to be something that is in you, that you would be willing to do this even if you didn't get paid, because this business, as far as money is concerned, if you determine it, your success monetarily, we all poor, okay? But if you determine your success by satisfaction, by what makes your heart feel good, then we all are rich in so many different ways. But the reality of it is we have to live. I never, with different things in my life that I haven't achieved or whatever, I never think of it like that. I'm just like, it's just not my time. It'll come around when it's time for it to come around. And if it doesn't, it wasn't for me. I totally believe what God has for me is for me. Nobody can take that away. Now, if it's long-lived or short-lived, it was mine for that moment, and I'm grateful for it. So just go for your destiny. Go for your passion, and you'll succeed. Whatever that is, but don't put a limit on it, meaning the limits to the top or the limits to the bottom. Just go for it. Just have fun. Enjoy it, and it's going to be all right.